So this is how you put everything together. First thing I'm going to do is open up Photoshop. Photoshop is right here. If it's not here on the dock, click over here to the desktop. Hit Command N to create a new window. On the left-hand side of this window, click Applications, Photoshop, and open up Photoshop. What I've done so far is I've got the file open that has my quotes. I'm going to take this one right here, Nothing Happens Unless Something is Moved, by Albert Einstein. I'm going to do a quick image search for Einstein to get a photo of him. This is as good a one as any, so there's Albert Einstein. I'm going to hold the Control key down and click on the image and select Open Image in New Tab. The new tab opened up here. I'm going to click on the image again, holding the Control key down, and select Save Image As. Click on the desktop on the left-hand side and click Save. And I'm going to close this window and this window. I'm going to leave this document open and go to my Google Drive. Remember that you're keeping your files in your 7th or 8th grade folder inside another folder that has your name on it, Multimedia Design, MMD_A student _P7. I'm just using P7 as an example. Please put your name here and your period number. Inside that is a folder called Change. I'm going to double click that and put the Einstein photo in here. These are photos of the people who have said the quotes, and so far I just have the 3 of them. The quote I'm using is here, Nothing happens unless something is moved. When I was doing my search, I found a bunch of people moving things, and I settled on an image of a beetle pushing a big big ball. The character in Greek mythology is called Sisyphus, but I didn't want to use Sisyphus because I found the beetle to be a much cooler graphic. So I've got all of my stuff. Remember that at the beginning of the day, there won't necessarily be anything on your desktop. Your desktop will probably look like this, hopefully, because no one else has left anything there. So in order to save these things to my desktop, I'm going to use the quote from Albert Einstein. I'm going to use the photo from Albert Einstein, and then I'm going to use this picture of a dung beetle, just because I thought it was funny. In order to save this to your desktop, click on it one time, hold the Control key down, click on it again, and select Download. I'm going to do the same thing for the Einstein photo. If you go down here in the lower left corner and click this little up arrow or caret, select Show in Finder. The computer defaults to everything being put in the Downloads folder. So I'm going to select these two and bring them out here on the desktop so that I can find them easily. Then I'm going to go back to Google Classroom and open up the assignment that says Be the Change, Putting It All Together. These are the step-by-step instructions, but I'm going to walk you through them. First thing I'm going to do, notice how it says change meme _A student _P hashtag .psd. I'm going to click on that. It's going to open up this window. It's currently a blank Photoshop document. I'm going to click on these 3 dots up here in the right-hand corner and select Open in New Window. Then I'm going to click the Download button. Again, it will download it to the Downloads folder, so I can click on this upward caret, select Show in Finder, and again drag it to my desktop. And I'm going to close all these windows. Minimize this one by clicking the yellow button. This is my Photoshop document, application. I'm going to double click on this document, and the very first thing I'm going to do is change the name of it. File, Save As. The name of the file in the front end, this is the project, you're going to change this to your first initial and last name, and hopefully spell it correctly. And then also change the period number to whatever period you have me for this class. Still on the desktop, I'm going to click Save, and it should show up right about here. This one I don't need anymore, so I'm going to click one time on it, hold the Command key down, and tap the Delete key to put it in the trash can. So now I have my document open. To get these two documents in here and the quote, first thing I'm going to do is click this green button to make it go full screen. File, Open, click on the desktop, and I'm going to put the dung beetle picture in first. Notice how the image is larger than the final one that I'm going to work on. I'm going to select the whole image by doing Command A. That selects everything on the page. I'm going to copy it, Command C. Then I'm going to click on this tab and paste it, Command V as in Victor. Notice how I have some space up here, and the picture is wider than the frame that I'm putting it in. Hold the Command key down and tap minus. And then in order to transform this picture, I'm going to do Command T. This shows me the entire size of the image that I want to put in there. Put your cursor up in the top left corner or top right corner. As you enlarge this, hold the Shift key down and enlarge it to fill the frame. I'm going to let go of the mouse first, then I'm going to let go of the Shift key, and then I'm just going to move the image over here like this so that it fills up that part of the frame. Hit the Return key on your keyboard and it sets it in place. Then I'm going to do the same thing on the next file. So I'm going to go Open, Albert Einstein, same thing, Command A for Select All, copy, Command C, click on this tab, Command V is paste. To reduce the size of the picture, Command T, hold the Shift key down, and this time I'm going to make it a lot smaller. Actually, I've changed my mind. I'm hitting Command Z, and I'm going to leave it at that size and just move it over to the left. I'm cropping his head because I want his face to fill up a good portion of the screen. And then again, I'm going to hit the Return key to set it in place. So now I have two images. I'm turning off the Einstein one by clicking this little eyeball. I'm going to save the file, Command S. To get the picture to fit full screen, I'm going to do Command 0. And then I'm going to go get the text. You kind of can decide where you want the text. I'm going to actually put it up here in the top corner. If you hold the Command key down and tap the Tab key, you can go to your other applications like this. So the quote I'm taking is from here. I'm going to select the quote and Albert Einstein's name and copy it, Command C. To go back to Photoshop, hold the Command key down and tap the Tab key. Since I want the text in a specific spot, I'm going to click the Text tool, and I'm going to click and drag a box into my frame so that it determines where the text is going to go and limits it to that area. To paste it in there, Command V. The text starts out as black because it was black up here in this box. So I'm going to triple click on this text, and I'm going to change this to a different color, in this case white. The text still isn't big enough, so I'm going to do Command T and make the text bigger. You can also make this box a little bit smaller. Actually, that's going to reduce the text, so let's do it this way. I'm going to click on the letter T again, apply this, triple click, and then I'm going to increase the size of the text like this. Then I'm going to determine where I want the text by putting the cursor here and hitting the turn key. And then I'm going to put the cursor here and hit return again. So the white text works okay if the area behind it is dark, but it doesn't work really well since there's stuff behind it that's light. So I'm going to put this text right here. And you can select individual portions of the text. So I've selected the text tool. I'm going to select just the word nothing and change it to black. Then I'm going to select this text and do the same thing. This may or may not be the best way to do the text like this. There are other ways to treat it. But I like the way happens and moved is separate from everything else. Remember to save your file every so often. File, save. That way it always is saved and you don't have to worry about walking away and losing anything. So that's all we're going to do for today. All I did was I put the text in here and the two images. I sized the images up and they're on 3 separate layers. On the next video I'm going to show you how to do layer masks and resize things while you are composing the image.